Last year, more truck owners switched to Chevrolet than to any other truck.
Listen to the heartbeat.
Nearly 200,000 in just 1 year. So if you're still not driving a Chevy, what are you waiting for?
Years old and doing hot laps. The manual transmission. Got the turn signal. Doesn't even know I'm here. That thing sounds like Friday night down at the local drag strip. Well, hello there. So some of you may recognize the little Silverado. If you have not seen this on a video of mine before, go back and watch that. I'll put a link at the end of this video to it, the thumbnail. But we got it running, put in a fuel pump, and she fired right off. And we need to do some more work for her. I bought this for my 13-year-old son. Gonna be his first vehicle, and he sure loves it, but man, it needs some TLC. What we're gonna do today is just a simple little project. So pretty much anyone the world over has seen a 80s and 90s GM pickup before, and all of the half-ton two-wheel drive ones have what I call the stink bug effect going on. You know, the Hiney is always way up in the end there. So just to make it a little more cool, you know, I'm sure it helps the payload, you know. When you fill that bed with cargo, then you still have spring travel, was what they were thinking. But man, a guy just feels like kind of a nerd going down, cruising around town with that rear end up in the air. So we're going to drop that down probably 2 inches. Not sure yet what we're going to do with wheels. May very well stick with this size. I do want to change the rims. I wouldn't mind actually being a two-wheel drive, leveling it off and dropping the whole thing down an inch or two. But with not knowing what I'm going to do with wheels yet, we better not. But anyway, I think it'll look a whole lot better like that. So I'm gonna pull it in. I'm not sure where he is at the moment, but he did want to help me, so I am all for that. Or maybe I'll just sit back and grab a Dr. Pepper and he'll do it all. I don't know. Okay, he's gonna add air in all 4 tires, make sure they're the same. What do we have here? 7? Four and a half. Check that again. Huh. Won't need that in there. Okay, this should be the box of our new shackles. Yeah. First thing we'll do is put the grease zerks in. Right there. So I'll go do that real quick, and then we will get a jack under the hitch. Alright, he's grabbing me a Dr. Pepper and a tripod. Blocked the tires. I turned it around so the rump was on the inside, so we're not working out in the sun. What I'm gonna do, I've got my grease zerks put in there, and basically these go right in here where those stock ones are, and we're gonna use all the adjustment it's got. You can put that push on that pedal to make it go faster. The handle tight. All right, let's try that. Okay, at this point I'm going to be doing it myself underneath the truck. I just don't want him under here. I've got the weight off so the bolts come out, but you know, when the body's suspended by a jack and you're moving stuff around, a lot of spring tension, I just don't want to be responsible for him being under here. So I'm going to do it the work myself at this point, and then we'll get him back here and to finish up. But anyway, got the bottom bolt out, so now I'm going to lower the jack down, hopefully get my clearance for my top bolt to slide out, and then we'll get the new shackle in. Coming along fine. Looks like I have about another inch or two to go before I can get that bolt out. That's the ticket. Oh, now you can't see a thing. Okay, I've got the first side kind of set in place. Here you can see the old shackle and the difference in the hole spacing. And the spring, I mean, there's maybe a 1/4 inch between the bottom of the bed and the spring. So that should not rub. I mean, it would be a poor design if it did. And I need to grease it. Now I've measured at my frame and I'm only 1 inch different. At the wheel openings I'm about 1.5 inches different. Here you can see it's close quarters here, but you can see perhaps the angle certainly is different, so hopefully it'll be a little more drastic looking once it's all done. I still don't think it's going to be quite as much as I wanted, but it's going to be better and it'll be good enough. So I'm going to get the other side in and we'll button it all up and take a look. Squeaky shocks. They've got coil springs on them. Alright, there we go. Shackles are in. I forgot my grease gun is out of grease and I need to get some, so I just put anti-seize on the bolts temporarily. It looked like, by my measurement, it only lowered it 1.5 inches. Not quite as far as I was hoping, but we'll pull it out and take a look at it. Again, there are the originals. Yeah, let's pull it out. Well, I'll admit it's better, but it's still not quite as far as I had hoped. And I know these have got some coil-over shocks, and I'm wondering how much that is holding up the weight of this thing. I think just for fun on this side, I'm going to take this bottom bolt loose and just see how much it goes down, if at all. Oh yeah, that gained us a whole nother inch right there. That really dropped. I've only got the left side out. And I may not even put them back on. I'm sure they were a great shock 20 years ago. Good quality item, you know, but I really don't foresee needing those in the future. This was used on a farm, and you know, it's going to be a school truck from now on, so I'm a lot happier with the way that looks. Still have about 1 inch difference, front wheel well to back wheel well. Let me just double check that again. 4.5. Five and a half, or a little 5 1/4. So maybe a little less than an inch. And on a long bed, that would even be more or less pronounced, so to speak. And I bet you this side will even go down a little once I remove the other rear shock. So, and we'll just put regular shocks back in it. I like it. I bet she's bouncy now. Stink bug delete engaged. Well, there you go, guys. Looking a whole lot better in my estimation. Still a little bit of angle on there, which is okay. Oh, I was gonna do one thing. Hold on a second. Okay, a guy's really gonna have to use his imagination here, but because that's only a 14-inch Chevy rally rim from the 60s. I don't know. Imagine that with the hubcaps, maybe the beauty rings on there. I don't know. Really like the square body truck rally rims also. That would be a good option. Tell me what you think. That's going to do it for this project. Turned out a whole lot better than I thought it would. I will get shock absorbers. You guys need to let me know if you want to see more on this project. Sorry, I kind of wussed out with using my son's help there, but my common sense and his mother's voice in my head told me he better not be under that thing. So I ended up doing it alone, but I'm going to have him tear the entire interior out. We will fix up the headliners, somehow piece the door panels back together, probably pressure wash the carpet. The seat is in pretty good condition, good enough for a school kid anyway, and just do a general cleaning. You know, let me know what all you want to see. Definitely rebuild the TBI. I've got a clutch and a rear main seal to do, and I'm contemplating pulling the whole engine out to do that instead of the transmission. That way we could just fix a lot of leaks, do a good cleanup on it. I don't know. You tell me what you think. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. God bless you guys. We'll see you on the next one. This is the end. All right, how old are you?
13.
How many vehicles have you driven in your life?
I don't know.
Including this one. And I mean cars, not a...
Oh, one.
One other one?
Oh yeah, 2.
How many of them were manual transmissions?
1.
So just this one?
Yes.
And how long have you been driving this one?
A couple months.
A couple months?
I think. I don't know.
On and off? Alright, let's see what you got. It's going to be a little bouncier in the back because I had to take your shocks off.
Oh.
They were holding up the rear end too.